Do babies go to heaven when they die? We have been asked this numerous times in our ministry, and we've talked about this in the past, but I feel that we need to go a review over this and see what the Scripture tells us. Do you know in Jeremiah chapter 19 and verse 4, it tells us in the condemnation against the enemy that whenever they go after the babies, they are going after the innocent ones. Or think about Jonah chapter 4 and verse 11. God promises compassion upon the whole city because there are little ones who, quote, don't know their right hand from their left. Or Isaiah chapter 7, 15 and 16. The prophecy of the Messiah child refers to his infancy as the time before he will, quote, know how to refuse evil and choose good. Or think about David in 2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 23. When he has been told that the child has died and he stops fasting, well, then he answers and he says, well, now the child has died. Why should I fast? Can I bring this child back again? I will go to him. He can't return to me. See, when we talk about eternal judgment against those that are deserving of it, we are talking about those who have the knowledge to rebel against God. Think about Romans chapter 1, verses 18, 25. God's revealed from heaven against all unrighteousness, those who suppress the truth in unrighteousness. Or, they exchanged the truth of God for a lie, worshipped and served the creature rather than the creator. Those are volitional acts. Acts of the will. Same thing in Revelation chapter 20, verses 12 and 13. Whenever we see the judgment there that John is writing about, it says that these are judged according to their deeds. John chapter 9, there is an important principle there against the Pharisees. They're starting to get a little bit mouthy with the Lord. And they say, are you calling us blind? And he says this, if you were blind, you would be innocent of these things I'm talking about. But you claim you see, so now you're responsible for those things. That's very important. Why? Because when we go to Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 39, it tells us, in the picture of the promised land, that is an illustration of the reality of the heavenly promises in the New Testament. It says this, God tells Moses, the rebellious, those that are not serving me, they are rebelling against me, they cannot go into the promised land. Obviously, the rebellious cannot go into heaven. But it says, your little ones, who this day have no knowledge between good or evil, they shall enter there and they shall possess that land. So you see, these and other scriptures give us some very, very strong teachings that babies do go to heaven whenever they die.